Hey everybody, welcome to Africa's greatest horse race of the year. I'm dressed for the occasion, as you can see. Hope you like my Hollywoodbets waistcoat. Let's face it, it's the one day of the year that gets everyone talking, everyone all excited, and everyone wanting to have a flutter. Why? It's the Hollywoodbets Durban July. Good to have you along for the preview of this 12-race program. I'm going to try and keep that as short and as sweet as possible when we work our way through the card. The first of those 12 gets underway at 11:45. So, immediately after breakfast, you need to hit the road because they are expecting in excess of 40,000 people at Hollywoodbets Greyville on Saturday afternoon. Lots of betting opportunities, and there's also lots of incentives to be won as far as the Hollywoodbets Durban July meeting is concerned. The big one, of course, is the Hollywoodbet Punted Challenge. 20 million rand, you heard right, 20 million rand for selecting all the winners on the day. But the trick, of course, is play the bet slip. 750,000 rand guaranteed, 250,000 rand by the top 100 on the leaderboard, and 500,000 rand will be shared by those who tip the most winners on the day, and there are bet slip bonuses, 5 times leaderboard prizes. So, get your selections on 5 minutes prior to the advertised starting time, and once again, play the bet slip. As far as the Tote is concerned, lots of betting opportunities there too. There'll be 3 jackpots on the day. Jackpot 1 races 1 to 4, Jackpot 2 races 5 to 8, and Jackpot 3 races 9 to 12. 2 buy pots. The first one races 2 to 7, the second one races 7 to 12. Race 7, you can bet into the whirlpools. And by that, you will only be paid out 3 places if you are going to be playing places on race 7, not the customary 4, because there are more than 16 runners. Only 3 places, race 7. However, there is a quartet maxi pool in operation, and that's estimated to get up to 10 million rand. There's even more. There's a pick 6 carryover of 2 million rand on the day. And that pool is estimated to get up to 15 million rand, so make sure you're on before race 4 gets underway. Right, race 1, 11:45 is the off time. It's a Class 4 fillies and mares benchmark 80. 15 runners carded, 12 of them will run. There are 3 reserves, which you do know that will come out on the race day. I'm siding with the speedy sort from the Mike and Adam Azzy yard as my first choice selection. Number 2, Summer Winter, gets the services of Grant van Niekerk. I thought this horse was an easy winner of his last start when she won by 6.5 lengths. Drawn in barrier position 2, so we'll have the run of the race. Yes, he's stepping up in class, but I do think should be more than equal to the task at hand. So I'm going 2, Summer Winter to win it, ahead of 11, Ethereal View. For third, I'm going 3, Avernian Goddess, and fourth, number 4, Whirly Bird. Second race on the day, middle stakes, fillies and mares. Again, we've got 14 runners carded, couple of reserves. Those will come out on the day. 12 of them will run, and here I'm siding with the favourite, number 12, Pink Pigeon. I see there's already been a touch of support in the antipose market. This also has been a model of consistency and does bring solid Cape Town form to KZN, and we do know how strong Cape Town form is. Yes, Pink Pigeon, she did pick up a £4 penalty for that last win, but I do think she's still on the up, and despite jumping from the deepest draw of all, she'll get all the necessary assistance from Richard Free. So I'm going 12, Pink Pigeon to win it, ahead of number 5, Miss Ladytrix. For third, number 9, Convocation, and fourth, number 10, Princess Anna. Third race is the Zulu Kingdom 2200 Grade 3 over 2200 meters. This, of course, is the Durban July Consolation. Scratched here, number 6, Litigation. Litigation, of course, gets a run in the 2025 renewal of the Hollywoodbets Durban July due to the scratching of See It Again. Now, where am I going? Race number 3 on the program. I was sort of umming and eyeing because you can make a case for at least 3 or 4 of them. I'm siding with number 10, Magic Verse. This horse ran on stoutly last time out when it finished second in the non-black type Winter Mile. That was at Kenilworth, and you can see it does bring solid Cape Town form as well to KZN. And Magic Verse also renews rivalry with number 11, Otto Lucan, and is a kilo and a half bet off at the weights when they last met in the penultimate. I do think Magic Verse will enjoy the step up in trip and will be doing his best work late. So I'm going 10 Magic Verse to win it, ahead of number 9 Field Marshal, third 11 Otto Lucan, and fourth number 4 The Equator. That takes us on to race 4. Now don't forget, 13:40 is when race 4 jumps. That's the start of the carryover pick 6. Don't be left behind. In race 4 there are 13 runners to contest the Gold Vase Grade 3, over 3,000 meters. This is where they jump right in front of the grandstand, and I'm going with number 13, Holding Thumbs, as my first race selection. Glenn Cotson and Chad Little. This horse has got decent recent form. This horse is also a half a kilo better off at the weights with number 3, King Pellers, for when they last met, and here they renew rivalry. I do think Holding Thumbs will use that early gate speed to get up handy, cross, and then try and get to the front to set the fractions, and if allowed to dictate from the front, I do think will be a hard horse to peg back. So I'm going 13 Holding Thumbs to win race number 4, ahead of number 12 Future Swing. For third, I'm going with number 3 King Pellers, and fourth number 9 Nebras. That takes us on to race 5, which is the Grade 2 Splash Out Golden Slipper, a race for 2-year-old fillies over 1,400 meters. 17 runners are carded, couple of reserves, they'll come out on race day. Who am I going with? Couldn't quite decide whether I'm going with the Joburg Raider or the Gqeberha Raider, and in the end I was swayed towards the Gqeberha Raider. Alan Greef brings number 9, another dance for me, to KZN. This horse is 4 from 4 in Gqeberha. Her last few wins really have been eye-catching. She won her last start by 3 1/4, the start before that by 5 1/4 lengths. She's definitely a filly that's still on the up, and the way she finishes off tells me she will enjoy the step up to 1,400. Richard Free will be doing duty. He knows her well, and I do think she can keep her unbeaten record intact. So I'm going 9, another dance for me, ahead of 10 Green Diamond. For third, I'm going with number 5 Educator, and fourth number 8 Quick Step Gull. That takes us on to race number 6, the Golden Horseshoe Grade 2 for 2-year-olds, to be run over 1,400 meters. And here we also have a couple of reserves that will come out on the day. 14 of them will face the starter. Where am I going? I'm going with one of the horses I think is one of the better bets on the card, and this horse has already been attracting all the anti-post support, and we're talking 6 Malmesbury Missile. This horse is 1 from 1 over the course and distance. Won that last start very impressively. That was the gate crash listed when it ran on strongly from somewhere back. Pegged them back 1 by 1, and 1 going away in the end. And that's pretty much what I'm expecting from Malmesbury Missile, from stall gate 6 to tuck in, and then to really get extended and produced in the home straight to win race number 6 on the card. So I'm going 6 Malmesbury Missile to win it, ahead of 2 Allegantrix. For third, I'm going with number 13, Charming Cheetah, and fourth, number 5, Military Command. And that takes us on to the big one of the afternoon, race 7, the Grade 1 Hollywoodbets Durban July, to be run over 2,200 meters. Scratched here is number 15, See It Again. That gives 19 Litigation, an entry into the race, and the rider will be Grant van die Kerk. Who am I siding with? I'm looking no further than the favourite, number 11, 8 on 18. This horse has already won the WSB Cape Town Met, the Cape Derby, and the Daily News 2000, all at Grade 1 level, and is definitely maturing as he gets older. I do think he'll enjoy the step up in trip to 2,200 meters. To me, he is the best middle distance horse in the country. The only thing I think that is a negative is the fact that he is a 3-year-old carrying 57 kilograms. That is not going to put me off. He's having his third run after rest. He'll be cherry ripe for the big occasion. So I'm going 11, 8 on 18 to win it, ahead of number 5, The Real Prince. For third, I'm going with 9, My Best Shot, and fourth, number 10, Immediate Edge. That takes us on to race number 8. It's the other great one on the card, the Garden Province Stakes, to be run over 1,600 metres. A field of 14 runners will face the starter, and you probably could make a case for about 3 or 4 of them in this race. I'm going for number 9, Double Grand Slam. I thought this horse was extremely unlucky last time out. That was in the SA Filly Sprint at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. Had absolutely no luck in running from the 300 metre mark to the finish. Was held up and could have finished a lot closer on that day. Ideally course and distance suited. If one looks at that column, you'll see for 2 runs over the course and distance, has run a second and a third. I do think Double Grand Slam should also strip a whole lot fitter second run after a rest, and with Andrew Fortune on board, will give us a good run for our money. So I'm going 9 Double Grand Slam to win it, ahead of 7 Mon Petit Cherie, for third 11 Spumante Dolce, and fourth number 10 Fatal Flaw. Race 9 is the Grade 3 Post Merchants, to be run over 1,200 metres. 17 runners are carded. There are a couple of reserves that will come out. Where am I going? Race number 9, not the easiest of races to contend with. You probably need to have at least half a dozen of them as you go into the final leg of the Pick 6 if you are still running at that point in time. I'm looking for value in the last leg of the Pick 6. In race 9, I'm going with number 4, Otaniqua. This horse has been a model of consistency. Was runner-up in the Golden Horse Sprint last time out. Got beaten 1.2 lengths by the winner on that day. Is ideally distance suited. You'll see for 4 runs, has got 2 wins and 2 seconds under the belts. The stable has been churning out the winners. Serena Moodley knows this horse well, and I do think Otaniqua could go one better in a race of this nature. So I'm going for Otaniqua to win it, ahead of 9 Buffalo Storm Cody, 1 My Sensation, and 12 William Robertson. Race number 10 is the Premier Gateway International Handicap, a listed event. 17 runners are carded, couple of reserves, they'll come out. This race run over 1,600 metres. Where am I going? Not the easiest of races to contend with. We're now into the Bipot and Jackpot that will still be running till the end of the day. I'm going with number 1, Underworld. That's my first choice selection here. This horse raced up handy last time out and tried hard all the way to the wire, but had to settle for second best on the day. If one looks at the form, you'll see he's the winner of his only attempt over the course and distance, has got solid recent form. From pole position, will have the run of the race, and Gavin Larena could steer this one home to victory. So I'm going 1 Underworld to win it, ahead of 4 Zeist. For third, I'm going with 14 Narina Tragon, and fourth, number 6, I Salute You. Penultimate race, number 11, is the Race Coast B Stakes, to be run over 1,600 metres. 17 carded, couple of reserves that will come out. Again, one of those races, where do you go? Do you side with one of the favourites, or do you look for something that could beat it? I'm looking no further than number 6, Rich Folks Hoax. This horse was closing in hand over fist last time out when it finished third over the course and distance. I see the blinkers remains fitted this time round. Craig Zaki knows him well. He's always about the action, and I do think he'll be involved in the shake-up. So I'm going 6 Rich Folks Hoax to win it, ahead of 10 Dusk Till Dawn, 7 Ketchical, and 4 Icy Blast. Last race on the programme, as I said, we go from day into night, and if everything goes according to plan, jumps at 1940. It's the Gigasi FM Class 4 1400, where 15 runners are carded to contest the last race on the programme, and there are a couple of reserves that will come out. I'm going to be siding with Mike and Adam Azzi not only to open, but to close the meeting, and going with number 3, Deception Pass. This horse was not as disgraced last time out, took on much stronger opposition and finished 4th, beaten just under 3.5 lengths by the winner. I like the way that this horse was staying on in the closing stages. And if one also looks at his form, you'll see over the course and distance, he's 1 from 1. He won his maiden over this track and trip. Muzieni will be on board, and I do think he can bounce back to winning ways. I'm going 3 Deception Pass to win it, ahead of 5 Master of the Desert, for third 11 Rodo the Viking, and fourth number 7 African Pride. And that takes care of the 12 races that will be run on Hollywoodbets Durban July Day. Trust you'll find the winners. Hope at the end of the day you'll be able to stand in the queue and collect. Till next time, have a great time at the Hollywoodbets Durban July. Cheers for now.